All right. All right, I'm live. Can y'all hear me? Let's see this. I'll just play this out. Hello. All right. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. All right. Can y'all hear me? And why is it delayed? Okay. Let's see. That's good. I'm gonna see how loud it is. All right. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. All right. All right. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm gonna make this louder. Okay, audio's good. That's good. All right. So, what is the first order of business? All right. So you're saying I have a big head. Do you guys like that profile photo? Tucker Try says sub MES hi fam. So yes, conspiracy theorist says I have a big noggin. But yeah, that thumbnail is pretty good. I was thinking about that for a long time, even before like a year or two. I was thinking Alex Jones. He's like my alter ego, but if he wasn't so controlled opposition. Okay, Marcy says you can hear but cannot stay. Watch later. All right. Yes, you do that. Have fun. Well, let's see the. Okay, I got some comments here from Norman on Telegram. So follow the White Rabbit. Okay, where was that at? All right, it means big brain. All right, that's good. Okay, so let's see. I'm just trying to figure out stuff. Sorry for the technical issues. I'm gonna just make the screen bigger. See how this looks. Okay, let me know which view, because if you're looking at it from desktop, what's the best size of the window? Okay, I'm gonna make it like bigger. I don't know why it's still not reaching. I don't want any black spots. Okay, there it is. All right, I think that's live. Please do an Alex Jones style rant. The globalists have to be shut down. Yeah, that's hard. It's because I end up laughing halfway through. But Alex Jones is unreal. I'll play one in a bit. I'll just let's see, Telegram. I'm gonna get out Telegram, and then we'll start it off with an Alex Jones rant. Let's see, how do we like use things? Web.telegram. Okay. Let's pull it out. Let's go to MES, not personal. Go to truth. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the thumbnail. Can you guys see my screen here? Yeah, this thumbnail is unreal. Okay. Let's go to. Let's see what the chat had said. Let's see what the chat's saying. He laughs at himself half the time he does it now. Oh, Alex Jones, okay. Yeah, I've seen Alex Jones. I haven't seen him in a while. Then when I looked at him, he has a Transformer host. And I'm like, what in the world's going on here? Okay, Jones. Alex Jones. Okay. Let's go here. That's a good song. I'll play that up for. Here's a good video. Let's see if he. Why is it mute? Okay.
Just like the Bible says, it's basically an intergalactic. It's their plan, people. These are demons. Just like the Bible says, it's basically an intergalactic invasion into this space through people. I'm telling you, it's what all the ancients said. It's what they warned of. It's what we're dealing with. They're demons. They're frickin' interdimensional invaders, okay? I'll just say it. Make fun of me all you want on CNN or wherever, but everyone already innately knows this. These people are not frickin' human.
All right. So that was an Alex Jones rant. All right. Georgian SC says stay pray for all Americans. Yes, for sure. Okay. I should play Taking on Richard Gage. 4 days ago. Okay. So Richard Gage, so Norman has it there. Let's see if I can pull the link out. So a few days ago, actually, so Richard Gage, the 9/11 Architects of Engineer founder, so he's a disinfo agent. And I somehow got onto his live stream and asked him a question, and I laughed in his face. I wasn't trying to. Let me see if I could pull it out. How do I? Actually, it's somewhere in here. Okay, if you go to my Telegram, so Telegram t.me/MES links, you can search up Gage, and you'll see a bunch of videos there. Let's see if I could. Where's the? Okay, this is me. This is me talking to Richard Gage at his live stream, and there's a live stream tomorrow. I was gonna tell you guys to go and join and tell all of his audience about the real truth. But anyways, if we click here, and let's play it. This is me. This is me asking him a question at the question and session, and that's his lawyer. This is so near the end. I was asking him about this photo. Let me see this description. So here's the photo. I was asking him to show this photo to his audience of the before and after. How do I go back? Of the before and after the towers turning to us. So see the rubble pile is super tiny. There's a building there. Oh, that a building there's very, very... Yeah, this is a building. I forgot which one it is, but it's much higher than the debris of WTC1. And you can see this is literally walking almost ground level of firefighters. And this is like... and there's WTC7 in the background, so it's still before any cleanup crew came in. So the debris wasn't shipped to China, as a whole bunch of people just say it for some reason. Anyways... So there it is. I just want to check the chat first. Everything's going good. Okay, Gage is a joke. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Canadian Dan just found your channel. Working my way through the 11-hour video. Sweet. Yeah, so that video was pretty epic. It was made by anonymous authors, and yeah. So there's a lot of quiet parts in there though. So they didn't want to know. They didn't want to be known or whatnot. So I will be dubbing over it, and eventually I'll get the full 11 hours. But it's like it might be 12 hours with all my dubbing. All right, let's play this video. Here's me calling out Richard Gage and his lawyer live on air.
Yep, 2 people left. Matthew, please, Steffo, and then Ken Henry.
Okay. Is my microphone working?
It is.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so my question, I have a type that I could enter it as well, and because there's a link to an image. So my question is, yeah, so I saw a before and after picture of the Twin Towers, and it looked like most of the towers vanished. Can you go over these images and explain where the rubble went? The WTC-1's lobby was higher than most of the debris. Do you have an explanation for this? If you look... Actually, 1 second. Someone was saying you can see you, but the rest of the screen is blank. Is that true? Okay, so but conspiracy theorist says Richard looks all crabby already. Is this true for everyone or just me? And why is it delayed? Good. I'm gonna see how loud it is. Can everyone see the screen? Okay, 911 Revisionist says the screen is black. How is it black? Because I see the thingy there. Okay. So why is my... Anybody else? I'm going to type it in. Why does it say black then? Okay. It's video capture device. Oh, that might have been... Oh, I think I know why. I think if you do the... Does it show now? And why is it doing this? Okay, show it like this. Yeah, this is interesting. There's a chat. Oh, just know video is coming. Okay, so I don't understand why it's black. I will, okay, delete this. That's the one. Delete this. Okay. Why is it not showing? Alright, so now we're inside a conundrum. Blank screen, just you in the corner. Okay. So that is an interesting... is that supposed to go live? Okay, end broadcast. Was it black the whole time? Yeah, sorry about another technical issue. Turn your web camera at your screen. Okay, can you guys, is it still black? Or I have to like close it and do it again? So guys, just keep let me know if it's black or not. I'll try to take it off. That's me in the corner. Okay. Okay, so still black. Okay, so this is messed up. Okay, I'm gonna remove this and then try it again. Are you sure? Okay, let's add it again. Window capture device. Make source visible. What does that mean? Add existing. Okay. Window capture. Okay. And how do I pick it? Whoops. Delete. Okay. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I'll eventually get this sorted out. It's the second live stream I've done. Window capture. Okay, let's just... Okay, and... Brave. Just show it. How do I get the whole window? Okay, okay. Is it showing now or no? Is it showing now? Can anyone see this? It should be below me. Okay, so there's me. Let's see if
You can click the link.
you guys can you hear the video though?
Well,
Okay, so I don't know what in the world's going on. I think it might have got onto me. Okay, so there's the live. Yeah, you're right. So this thing says it's not showing any screen. It didn't show the entire time, but my live stream encoder says it is showing. Oh, preview is seen. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it says it's not showing. I just want to show it. Why isn't it showing? Preview. Okay. What is going on here? Why is it so hard? I don't understand. Just show it. Window capture 2. Desktop audio. Everything should be fine. Okay, so now we're in a weird setup here. So it says it's yeah, like I made some help. Alright, technical issues. You guys, I'll just try to figure it out. Sorry about that. You can either wait or come back in a bit. Okay, and then the question is, should I crop this technical issues out after the live stream or not? Or should you guys keep it for historical record? Okay, so it just shows a black screen on my program, but the preview shows everything. Okay, maybe if I move this over there, and then I open this thingy up. Okay, it roll says crop. You can hear me, but can you hear the computers? Can you hear Gage speaking when I had it on? Settings, just play. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Stream output, audio, video, hotkeys. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting online. OBS Studio not showing browser window. Go into settings. Okay, there's a fix right here. I will find this eventually. It might be Odyssey actually. Okay, or let's see, window. What in the world's going on here? Okay, delete. Okay, so you can hear Gage. Okay, so yeah, just the browser thingy is not working. Okay, capture existing just to show it. Okay. Yeah, and it shows a preview and it just doesn't show the. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it had a fade to black thingy or something. Transition. I don't want any transition. No transition. Okay, so you guys saw this. Yeah, so for some reason it was fade to black on whatever. I didn't even know what this means. Why would it have a fade to black? You guys can see it? Alright. So yes, and I will crop out all the stuff before this when it goes live. And yeah, so there's a option that just fades to black for some reason. For example, here, if I fade it, why is it fading to black? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Window capture underneath, and then this one above. This one. Okay, now I got myself there. Alright, so you guys see myself? You guys see everything? Alright, let's go. Let's go, baby. Alright. So there's the Gage. There's Gage right there. You guys can see Gage? Alright. We're live. Okay, so there's Gage, there's me, and there's his lawyer, or his liar. So MES calling out 9/11 disinfo agent Richard Gage and his lawyer live on air. And this was the question I read. You could see in the description, and a link to an image that he wouldn't show to his audience, but he accidentally showed it anyways. Let's play.
98% of
Oh, whoops. Go back.
Yep,
Okay.
2 people left. Matthew, please, a stuff out, and then Ken Henry.
Okay. Is my microphone working?
It is.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so my question, I have it typed, I could enter it as well, and because there's a link to an image. So my question is, yeah, so I saw a before and after picture of the Twin Towers, and it looked like most of the towers vanished. Can you go over these images and explain where the rubble went? The WTC-1's lobby was higher than most of the debris. Do you have an explanation for this? If you look at, you can click the link and look at the image.
Well, 98% of the, or so, of the steel from the towers was ejected laterally outside the footprint. It didn't go away. It was distributed in a 600-foot radius about each tower.
Can you show images
that's
of
where
that?
it is.
No, but can you show images of that? I've never seen them ejected
Yeah.
laterally. Can you show them?
I'll do that while somebody
Send
else
a
is
link if you
talking,
can.
but I also wanted to answer the other
I know,
part of
but
your
there's a link.
question.
If you could show the image as well, so that everyone can see, just so you can explain. So you're saying they're ejected laterally, so that's your explanation. But laterally was
I've spent
undamaged.
4 hours presenting this material. It's all available on my website.
I've seen it.
I would.
You haven't explained this image.
So what image are we talking about? Do you have it,
I put a
Matthew?
link. I put a link. You can click the link as image before.
Okay.
You can see the rubble pile, and the rubble pile is where the central core columns were, and the Stairwell B survivors were there. They didn't experience any heat, they weren't crushed, they weren't buried, and etc.
Well, we had about 5 minutes to go over the Twin Towers evidence today. You may have seen it and you may not be convinced, but for everybody else's benefit, the documentary that we did, 9/11 Explosive Evidence, Experts Speak Out, answers all of these questions.
No, they don't.
Hello?
Please, they don't answer them.
So we don't have to argue about it.
Now,
no,
yes,
no,
and let's
debate it.
move on. We're moving on to the next
So
question.
before you go, could I make a short comment on that?
Yeah, sure.
Hello. So I did look at the image that Matthew posted. It's not a really high quality photograph. It actually looks like it's been
Okay,
altered.
okay.
But
No.
Matthew, are you espousing Judy Wood's theory? Is that what this is about?
Oh no, she's obviously right. We all know that.
You think?
They're
No, I
obvious-
don't know that. I think
No,
Judy's wrong.
Richard Gage knows it. He also knows about the court.
I don't know it.
Gage was also with Andrew Johnson.
Let's
on
have
the-
a debate, man.
So,
No,
so,
like
so
to
Matthew,
debate
if you
this
got
issue.
Judy evidence to prove Judy's right, then post it, and otherwise we need to go on.
No, that's obvious. I'm just talking about your
It's not
followers
obvious.
that follow. The people that are unsure that think Richard.
You're
Gage-
saying the steel disappeared, and so is she, and it didn't disappear.
Oh, most of it did. Most of it did. There's
Yeah.
survivors right there. Look at the image. Can you show the image so that everyone can see?
Yeah, that image doesn't prove it, Matthew.
No,
I
but can
looked
you
at it.
show them so the users? Because I don't trust. the
I'm
users,
not
but-
gonna try to. I'm not a master of posting. Well,
This is where they muted me. Yeah, so they muted my mic. But anyways, it was a bit hectic.
Mick's been muted by somebody else.
Yeah, Chris,
So is-
Chris took
so
care
is
of that.
Matthew.
Thank you, Chris.
oh, who muted me there?
No, that was
no, I
no one
didn't mute
muted you.
anybody.
Okay, can I jump in here? Excuse me.
Yeah, it's
Excuse me.
why
I
is
need to
Matthew?
intervene. Ken Henry has his hand up. Here's what I want to say to Matthew and Tyler.
Okay, so Tyler is that's an alter ego of another person who's who was in there putting questions in about real 9/11 truth.
So, TAP is pretty much into the cover-ups. You can have your little silly debates about the details,
Silly debates about advanced suppressed technology. All right, this is ridiculous.
about what happened. The bottom line is state crimes have been affected in the course of cover-ups. So that's what we're going to focus on. You can take your side debate about what really happened and the granular details. We don't have time for that right now. So let's go to Ken. Chuck out.
Okay, and then this is a skip to the end, and then he accidentally closes a. I think Gage accidentally closes a browser tab, and then shows the image. And there's the image.
Jeffries, Billy Ray Valentine, Tony Arterburn.
So they wouldn't show this while we were talking in the question, like, like it doesn't make sense. Just show it so we can discuss this image. They wouldn't even want to show their audiences.
Charlie Robinson.
All right, and then they accidentally showed it. But yeah, so that is the stuff. And then what he was saying is he was saying that the debris ejected laterally 600 feet. Well, if you look at this image, the towers were 200 feet wide. So 600 feet would be probably around where my mouse is, around there. So, but there's nothing here. There's barely anything. These people are walking almost on ground level. So, and there was a question here earlier about someone, let's see, about asking about how do you answer someone with concrete. Yeah, okay. Hey Odie says, what do you say to people that are like the dust is concrete and there's no rubble because the building was mostly air? That's complete nonsense. It's like that's literally just the complete nonsense. The dust is steel, humans, concrete, all this stuff inside, and there's no rubble. Not because of mostly air, but because they disappeared. If you have like a house, you expect a certain amount of rubble. If you have a giant building right here, you expect rubble about where my mouse is. Or, yeah, you don't expect it to disappear. So it's like, mostly air? It's like atoms are mostly air. Or like, yeah, all of matter is mostly nothing. But it forms, but you're pretty much made of atoms which are empty space. So that's the question. So it's like, for example, if you write, how much, can all atoms fit inside a penny? Remove empty space. So that question is, yeah, it's basically just nonsense that they're saying. Now let's see the Quora. You could fit all billion people in someone's hand, etc. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those. It's just a nonsense. I don't know how else to state it. All right. Tucker tries says, can we please organize? And also Reality Access, fantastic work, Matthew. Yes, Reality Access. Should I show them your work? I had a chance to look at your well, just a bit of your video. I couldn't go through it all. There's a lot of stuff in there. Let's see, Reality Access. All right. So there is Reality Access. So this Reality Access has his first video that he's been working on for quite a while. And yeah, so I haven't had a chance to go through it all yet, but if you guys want to watch it for future, I'm going to put this in the link. Okay, so YouTube has a new thing where they add this tracking thing. So I just try to remove after the question mark. Alright, I'm just going to put that there for reference if any of you guys want to watch this video. Alright. And now the other thing I wanted to show was speaking about Gage. Let's see. So okay, Follow the White Rabbit has a lot of good stuff. That's good. Let's see where the live stream is. So Gage has a live stream tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, lawyers for. All right, so those lawyers are it's a 2023 anniversary symposium joining forces for 9/11 Truth and Justice. So they got Liars Committee for 9/11 Inquiry. They have Liars for Truth. They have everybody there. Okay, so yeah, this one here. Hey Odie, actually I'll talk that. But it's true that Dr. Wood died. No, she didn't die. But anyway, so guys, if you guys want to join us, I may join us for briefly before my soccer game tomorrow. Held at Zoom at 2 p.m. Eastern, so 11 a.m. Pacific time. And it's a Zoom webinar. I think you may have to register. Or actually, it has everything here. Well, we invite you to register. So Yeah, so that Tyler McDonald that was asking questions there, he's on his third. I think he was on his third email because they kept blacklisting him, and they might have blacklisted me, so I might have to use a fake name. So here is the Zoom link. If you guys want to join it and ask them real questions, a lot of their followers have never heard of Judy Wood or just think of, or just have brushed it off because of these clowns like Gage, etc. Okay, so here, let's see, academics, terrible, like, and yes, someone says, ironically, yeah, so this is the thing a lot of people say, why is Judy Wood not talking about do being used in Hawaii, etc.? Well, first of all, the do, whether it was used or not, it's not the same as 9/11. 9/11 was cold dew, it's like there was very little heat, and the dew was the one doing the damage, mostly. For example, the fire, you can start a fire a million different ways. You can go throw a cigarette inside the forest and start a fire. So even if they used dew, they could just go use a little bit and just start a fire, or just target specific areas. But it's nothing like 9/11. Like the degree of, first of all, obviousness. Like, this is obvious. This is a giant building and it's gone. Whereas Hawaii fires, you'll have Hawaii fires. You got let's say homes gone, etc. Yeah. No vanished, you shill. Okay, Stay Clint says no vanished. Is that a sentence? What is the guy talking about? It turned dust. Oh yeah. Okay, so vanished. See some images of it. Yeah. Actually, I'll use Google here. Images. Yeah. So you have a lot of houses, but again, the houses are made of wood, so you can whether it's fire or dew, it's still something that could be done. Like. Yeah, so it could be saying, oh, they're targeting it, etc. But 9/11 has literally giant steel buildings gone. So yeah, but my take, obviously Hawaii is a psyop. How they did it is up for question. But again, you could just look at 9/11, and that's it. Well said, cold dew. And this guy, thermite and loads taken away in trucks, quick as no. You could see it within minutes. You can literally see the tower gone. Within minutes, that the stuff's all there. Okay, who are you calling Shin? Yeah, so Stay Clint. So he's talking about thermite. Whenever someone says thermite, you know that they don't know what they're talking about. So for example, thermite. Let's see what thermite is. Thermite wiki. All right, thermite is a pyrotechnic composition of metal powder and metal oxide. When ignited by heat when ignited by heat or chemical reaction, thermite undergoes an exothermic reduction, oxidation, etc. Basically, it's like an incendiary. It's basically a high heat, etc. And so it's metal powder and metal oxide, which is again just metal powder with oxygen inside. So you have a bunch of, and then some of them fuels include aluminum, magnesium, titanium, etc. You basically have metal powders. And what did 9/11 turn into? A giant giant powder. So all they did was find, and all they did was find dust inside they just found dust inside the samples, inside the WTC, and say it's thermite. Thermite is just metal powder and metal oxide. And there's no evidence of it being used. It's no burning, etc. You can even see the survivors. So let's open up some stuff here. So if you go to 9/11 Truth, so this is the one, the 11-hour one that I'm working on. Let's just open this up so I can go to the sections playlist. Building 6 hollowed out, Doomsday Plan, etc. Yeah, toasted cars, to me, smoking gun, and the trees not burned. Yeah, so that's the thing. Not all trees burn, so that's the thing you could use. Mainstream could say stuff, but yeah, the toasted cars possibly as well. They could have used some dew, etc., or they could have used a combination. Just dew on the cars, and then and then have everyone blame the fires on it. Because the fire, you could start a fire however way, but they obviously it was on purpose, because everything's on purpose. Okay, so let's go here. And here. Yeah, so even in fires, there's some trees that are fire resistant just through time and through able to withhold moisture a lot. So let's go here. Yeah, so this is the Yeah, the survivors right here. Let's see, which one should I play? This one here. I'll just look at it here.
I heard
So these guys here survived a building collapsing on top of them. Like this.
fire helmet. That's what I wanted to do, just to protect myself. And
Let's go to.
I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought the building might be coming down, and I figured, okay, this could be it, you know. I mean, and I was a little angry. I got, you know, it was like, damn,
I was going to go back here.
why, you know, it's beautiful. I'm going to die in the World Trade Center on a beautiful summer morning. It's like a little denial and disbelief sets in, and so then I started getting hit with stuff. You know, it was just debris was hitting me, and it went dark. And then the next thing was just total silence. Nothing. No wind, no noise, no light, nothing.
Yeah. So very little
and then I
noise.
started hearing noises. I started hearing like moaning.
Just wanna go
Guys
here.
were starting to communicate, yell out. These were the guys that I was trapped with. They're calling out.
So notice where he is. He's literally. This is about 5 to 7 floors high. This is where the lobby, the white space columns of the lobby, and that's where he is. Nothing fell on top of him. A lot of people say, "Oh, the debris went into the basements." The debris did not teleport through him. Okay, and the basements were barely damaged.
Who's there? You guys are right. Blah blah blah, and this kind of thing. And I realized I was other people. I wasn't alone. You know, because when you're alone in a situation like that, it's like existential isolation. It's like, and then when you find out you're with other people, it makes you feel a lot better. Even though you know you're in a very bad situation, at least there's other people. But then,
Yeah. Okay. So here's another thing. There's an ambulance out in front, undamaged. This is the base of WTC1. You're barely above ground level. Okay. Okay. You're barely above it. There's Stairwell B survivors. We're right in there. This is on top, and this is literally a giant 500-ton building on top. Yet where is it, and why are they alive?
the strangest thing happened. This beam of sunlight came right in on us, like about 8 inches long, but it was clearly sunlight. It was all dirty and full of debris, and it looked like pepper was floating around in it, sort of. But it was sunlight, and I'm like amazed now. It's a 110-story building above us, and I'm looking up at the sun.
Yeah, so there's a 110-story building above us, and he's looking at the sun. And then there's another one, the 9/11 Surfer. We'll get to that in a bit. Also, yes, Tucker Try says I'll try to attend a clown show tomorrow. Yes, sweet. Yeah, attend it. Yeah, they need a lot of real truthers in there, because a lot of the hosts and the ones that they're actually clueless as to Gage being a disinfo agent, etc. And also, yeah, Stay Clint. Yeah, he said can't take this embarrassing shill or ignorant channel. Right, bye, Clint. Actually, you should change your name to Go Clint instead of Stay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's me laughing at shills. All right, or whatever you call those people that obviously lying. Okay, so here's another one. The 9/11 Surfer is a very interesting one. This guy, yeah, he says that he fell 15 floors and survived. Landed on Stairwell B, then I believe he fainted, then he woke up and he was nothing above him. So in other words, he fell. This is Levitation Effect. He did not just fall. He was brought down nicely instead of dying. Okay, Canadian Dan says go Clint. Okay, Stay Clint like that one. Okay, that's good. Okay, at least he has a sense of humor. All right, let's see this one here. Okay.
And a split second later, I opened up my eyes.
All right, so yeah, notice here. This is the building. This is where he survived, underneath this area there. And this is 500 tons. People don't realize how ridiculous this is. And he landed there, yeah. And again, no molten metal, thermite were rained on him. He wasn't exploded. He didn't go deaf from the noise, etc. And yeah, and he's perfectly fine.
And I was just sitting there, totally numb, looking up at blue sky. Then it got dark from the smoke and everything, and I started to cough. I started to feel pain in my leg, and I said, I couldn't even believe at that point that I was alive, and I survived that, and there was nothing above me.
Yeah, so there's nothing above him. Like when you look up, like if these fell on you, and he was inside, not even standing where this guy's filming, like he's literally inside the building, then he's saying there was nothing above me. Like I can't emphasize this enough. He was saying there's nothing above him. This is absolutely ridiculous. Also, yeah, so there's some other ones. So Chuck Djurkovic says, hello, easy solutions. Hi, Chuck. And yeah, epic name. For a second, I thought it was Djokovic, like the anti-vax tennis goat. Like Cosmos says, where did towers go? Yeah, they went with the wind. And then the police officer rode the debris down from the 80th floor. It was on the news. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying they're falling down and survive. Yes, yeah, experiencing levitation effects. Even cars. So some of the toasted cars. So Hawaii ones, I haven't looked too much, but were there flipped upside down? Some of the 9/11 ones had literally cars flipped upside down, like, and they were like a blocks away. Like, how are they flipped upside down? And let's go to see. And yeah, let's go to see my favorite 9/11 videos. The one I fast forwarded. This one is the one where I kind of I kind of like didn't bother too much with like these shills, like these people questioning whether it turned to dust or not, like that Stay Clint or whatever. Just look at this video, 45 times speed, and this is like, if you can't see it from here, then I don't know what you're doing. This is dust, not smoke. And this is 45 seconds, 45 times speed, so every second is 45 seconds of this video. So does that look like it's a smoke, a fire? What is happening here? I mean, that's straight up dust coming up from the sides. Notice how it's coming through one side. It's literally being... yeah, so yeah, this is incredible amounts of dust being absorbed out. And then even through the sides. Because remember the supposed, the fire or the impact was here, but then you have at the bottom, you have smoke coming out, not smoke, dust coming out, etc. And then it just turns into dust, vanishes. Yeah, so this building fell on those 2 survivors. Well, there's actually 16 in total there on Stairwell B. Okay, look at this. And then it's gone. And then there's the Spire too, which is the, the Spire was the central core columns, and then they just turn to dust as well. Okay, the whole tower is fuming on one side. The trees are burned. Everything's burned. Clint is all verifiable, and the patents exist for the dues. Well, yeah. Where towers go, steel core column turning dust in midair. I'll find it. Yeah, the steel core one. You can see it here. This one is 45 times speed, and it still has up there for a second or two, almost a second, half a second. So that's about 30 seconds in real time speed. So if you look at it here, I'll make it slow. Whoops. Okay, so this column this central core column, before, I'll try to go a tiny bit left, I'll make it super slow. Okay, I made it 0.07 speed, and then let's see what happens. Yeah, so we'll just keep going. It's still there. Okay, it's still there. Just keep going. Okay. Almost. Yeah, okay, so it's about to fall. Yeah, so that's the central core columns, the ones that are remaining. So if we go here, and it's going down and peels like a banana, and there it is. It's standing up there. This is about 900 feet tall, almost as tall as the Eiffel Tower. And now there's no load on it, so you'd expect it to still stand, but instead it just fall. Well, it doesn't fall, it just turns to dust. And it never fell on the ground, because otherwise you'll have entire city blocks crushed, but obviously not. These are giant. Imagine the Eiffel Tower fell and then you couldn't find it on the ground. There wouldn't be a debate. Yeah, okay. Cosmo says the Spire video convinced me. Totally turned dust. Yep, for sure. And yes, but who patents that will get Stay Clint? Oh, he's still in here, so hopefully he's not a troll and actually starts learning. But anyways, yeah. So it falls or it turns to dust as it's falling. And again, this is Eiffel Tower size. I'll look for it here. Okay, so then it just vanishes. Okay, so like imagine the Eiffel Tower fell. There isn't going to be like videos like mine questioning where the Eiffel Tower is, because it's right there if it's fell. There is no, there wouldn't be debates about whether Eiffel Tower is there or not, because it's not there. Like if it turned to dust. Okay, so see Eiffel Tower. Eiffel. Okay, so here's WTC1 core columns. Again, a lot of the stuff I post on MES links just because it's very convenient for me. So here's Eiffel Tower. It's actually, this is actually a bit high up there. It's about 900 feet. It's about 1,100 feet. It might be. I think this might be even a bit higher than that. But anyways, imagine the Eiffel Tower, and these are all steel columns. This is stronger than the Eiffel Tower because these ones are built to withstand 500 tons, 500,000 tons. Nothing man-made could withstand nature's simple ways, etc. Yeah. So did Gage forget about the core, or is he implying that it too was thrown 600 feet? Yeah, he just makes stuff up, and then if you bring up the Spire, he tries to avoid it. If you bring it up, he'll say, "Oh, it had some remaining unburnt incendiary thermite or something," and then afterwards it got and then also he would say that it was blown through 600 feet as well, laterally. So he was saying the whole thing is laterally. That's why it's not on the ground. But again, he wouldn't show that image. But yeah, so look at this. Imagine the Eiffel Tower. And this is an image. I don't know where it is, but it's actually this should be like a bit higher. The Spire should be a bit higher because I made a model again. Let's see if I could find my model of it. SketchUp. So I had modeled everything. So if the Eiffel Tower had a hollowed out shaft and a massive fire, then you would have a rubble just like as 9/11. What are you talking about? No, you wouldn't. Like, absolutely, no, you wouldn't. And a massive fire. The fire wasn't massive. Even inside the core wasn't hot. Inside the part where the impact was, you can literally see it had survivors there. Let's go to, again, Telegram links, yeah. So a lot of people just say things without actually thinking it through or looking at the evidence that they're even talking about. Let's see, survivor, or I'll just look at impact. There's very little fires on the WTC. It was absolutely tiny. It was turning dust on there's impacts. Where's the survivor? Stairwell B, no, let's see what it is. Okay, we gotta find hole. Okay, we gotta find that image. Okay, we're very interesting how there's a woman standing right in the impact hole. Yeah, so this is the part where there's supposedly a large file. Where's that guy that was saying again? Yeah, so this guy Jonathan says if the Eiffel Tower had a hollowed out shaft and a massive fire, then you would have rubble just like 9/11. Yeah, there's no massive fire. There's a little tiny fire there. There's a person standing right here, like alive. Okay, she's touching the metal as well. Okay, Tucker says, I'm going to start a channel. I can't hold it anymore. Sweet, yes, that's what we need. Because remember, Gage is working full time for whoever, CIA, etc. So there's a woman right here inside the impact zone. It's not hot. She's touching the metal. She's literally right there. There's like, are we living in the Twilight Zone? Is Jonathan still thinking that? Okay, this says, what created the dust from the Hawaiian homes? What's talking about fires? Again, that's kind of why Judy Wood avoids Hawaii ones. You don't want to muddle up with 9/11, which is irrefutable. And it happened before, and it's much bigger. This is much bigger. Okay, Canadian Dan says, I admit I was on board with Gage and A 9/11 truth. Until I found Dr. Wood, yeah. And there's conspiracy theorist. Yeah, I got her name, Edna Cintron. Yes, yeah, I heard that name. Yes, so that is her. So again, I can't emphasize this enough. When people are saying it was massive fire, it's not burnt. She's literally right there. It's not hot. Okay, and where's the plane? Okay, yeah. There's a little fire there. Okay, there's a little fire here, etc. And again, this is after the giant explosion, and she's still chilling. Like, how is she there? Is the question that people just gotta look. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, you gotta avoid theory. Just look at the stuff because they use a lot of mind control words. So we could actually go to Gage's full presentation talk. He uses a lot of mind control words such as and also his talk. He literally just talks about most of his live stream a few days ago was. On Tuesday was literally just COVID, and he would put a lot of the alt media claims, but everything besides the one I'm on, which is the no virus. There's no virus as defined by mainstream. Okay, let's say I'm just going viral. Okay, so where's the full video? So I had it pinned messages. Okay, this thumbnail is just absolutely amazing. Okay, so here's WTC2 now. The other one was WTC1, this is WTC2. Like, this is almost ground level. And Jonathan's saying, yeah, if this was, if this giant 500,000 ton building had a fire, would just vanish. No, fire does not turn things into dust. Okay, just like stop making stuff up. Okay, so here's another cool. This guy had a bull in his car. Anyways, stay focused. Okay, let's go scroll up. And what was I gonna look? Oh yeah, so there's the Gage one actually. Live stream too. Okay, so there's Gage. Okay, I just had it pinned and then now it's gone. Okay, this is yeah. So if you have any predictive programming, let me know. Like for example, Simpsons has a good one. Oh yeah, and also we'll get to some predictions with Trump. And I'll also watch this video about September 3 predictive programming. Okay, so here's the stuff here. So I'm just calling out this troll, and let's see. I wanted to show, what was I gonna show? Oh, the full live stream. Yeah, the link. Okay, so there's the actually, where's the link? Okay, there's the link on the WoW. Okay, open link. Why is it doing that? Just open link whole thing. Okay, so this is his full presentation. 2 hours. Holy cow. See if I could find a part where he's talking about the dust. I mean about the launches. Okay, Tucker Trust is claimed we're on the same side. Yeah, we're on the same side. I just gotta tell you, thermite does. Thermite does what? Thermite wasn't used. It can't be used to turn towers into dust. And just straight up as a joke. Shanksville, plane debris inside mine hole. Plane also goes inside. Yeah, the plane stuff is very interesting. It's not conventional impacts. That's for sure. Okay, so here's I lucked out on God tier. So this is what the Gage says about this giant tower frothing up in the dust. And let's see how he describes it.
By thick white smoke clouds,
okay,
as you can see, indicating that the ends of these structural elements are on fire and not fires by
that's dust, that's not fire, okay.
Jet fuel, and not fires by office fires, and jet fuel cannot cause the steel to become on fire. Okay. So
he's saying the steel's on fire. Guys, notice the words he's using fire when it's all we see is dust.
To walk you through again evidence of ignited and unignited thermite and nanothermite incendiaries in each of these cases.
Okay, so he's talking about thermite. Again, people are literally survived in there, and that hole wasn't hot anyways. They say no need for nonsense speculation. Air feeding the fire, an elevator shaft. Also, Jonathan's here. Fire tornado. Just stop making stuff up. Okay, there's literally people surviving this fake fire tornado. This Jonathan's making stuff up about.
We show that the steel is ejected.
Okay, James says, have you seen the Trump video where he's in the car listening to Taylor Swift? Okay, I'll just keep focusing here.
Well outside the footprint, the concrete is pulverized and laid over lower Manhattan in a 3 square mile area in a blanket 3 inches thick. So neither the steel nor the
okay, so he got the thing. He says the blanket is 3 inches thick, but he's saying concrete, not the steel. But then you don't see the steel anywhere.
Concrete, which is 3/4 of the way to the building, is even available to crush the building. And yet that is the whole NIST theory, that the upper part drove the rest of the building down to the ground and then crushed itself. Completely ludicrous. And the evidence for explosive very explosive, as you can see, is quite convincing. Convincing enough to...
Okay, that's a bit too much. Yeah, he says, hey, Odie says, please doesn't attach his work to Trump or Q. No, Trump's a puppet, yeah, but I'm talking about predictive stuff. Q is also a psyop. They're all just a bunch of clowns. Jonathan's clowning too with his nonsense here. I got a notification here. Okay, Norman says, play this video, 3-minute video. This is one about, I think it's about molten metal. Yeah, there's no molten metal. There's literally firefighters walking in puddles here. Firefighters, everyone talks about molten stuff. They don't use words. They don't understand what they're saying. Molten implies heat. Okay, whether it was molten metal or not, it was not with heat. It was not with thermite or all this nonsense. Okay, this fire tornado guy. You have to stop describing things that never happened. Okay, let's say 9/11 firefighters water pool. Dispute the facts. The temperature inside the core fire tornado. Okay, just what facts? You're talking nonsense. Oh yeah. I'll Norman's saying post there. Yeah, I'll debunk the thermite. Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. I just want to show the pools of water. Firefighters walking on water. Debris. Is pond. Yeah, that's the thing I'll talked about it briefly. Walking on water pond. Water pond. Where is it? Somewhere there. But anyways, okay, I'll play the video, and I will look for it while playing it. Okay, so here's the video that Norman sent. Yeah, this is on his channel 911 Revision or 911 Revisited there. Yeah, definitely check this channel out. He has hundreds of 911 stuff. All right, let's do this here.
We have the videotapes. The firefighters were.
Yeah, so there's the Alex Jones, and this is Jesse Ventura before he started becoming pro-mask and pro-vax and pro-tyranny. Okay.
We have the videotapes. The firefighters reporting molten metal like a slurry or a steel mill or a volcano. Those are quotes. Giant pools.
What about the pictures of them dragging oxygen hoses all over the steaming supposed hot metal? If it were that hot, you wouldn't dare do that, would you?
Well, we do have the infrared photos of the molten metal.
Well, again, what melted the metal? Was it heat?
That's a very good question. It's also one of the first times I've heard Alex Jones speechless.
But if you go through the photographs of people taking the towers apart, doing the cleanup, I know Richard's got the big book, God, I can't remember his name, the big coffee table book with 1,000 pictures, 500 pictures. During the cleanup, nobody reported seeing melted steel in these core columns. So we don't know when and where they were actually destroyed. And, you know, just like we don't know where the flight data recorders went to that they were reported. You know, maybe some things disappeared. And if so, we'll never know where those steel pieces might have been and what could have brought the core down.
There goes the second tower. Unfucking believable. There goes the second tower. Unfucking believable.
There's a whole lot of evidence and very weird things that happen at the World Trade Center. Okay, there are about 10,000 file cabinets that are missing. There's about 20,000 floor trusses and 220 acres of metal decking that's missing. The question is, where did it go?
Yeah, so were the towers absorbed with thermite? No, obviously not. And yeah, you saw that earlier there. Let me see some other. So thermite is incendiary. It does not have a split-second precision to neither drop building, etc. And the building didn't even drop in their footprint either. And yeah, so this is a part of the that 11-hour documentary that. But it has the quiet parts. This one I'll be dubbing as I go through. It might take a few years though. So this did not happen. That's thermite.
Within seconds, the fiery concoction eats through the bonnet, spraying molten thermite into the engine.
This did not happen, guys. That's thermite. Okay, that did not happen on 9/11. That's why they use like words like nanothermite. It's like, okay, this did not happen. There's survivors right there chilling. Okay, now we have this Jonathan talking about explosion plus fire, elevators, stair shafts. Okay, fire tornado. Yeah, so hey Odie says she wants me to make a mod so I could justify Jonathan. Well, that's the thing. I kind of like Jonathan. Just it shows what kind of weird disinfo they drop. Hot enough to potentially reignite ashes sucked up by it. Okay, it says microwave people jumping is not normal. They were taking their clothes off as well. Yeah, so the people jumping. Yeah, people jumping is not normal. Yeah. And the firefighters, some of them were taking their clothes off while jumping. And then I have the thumbnail of one of the videos I posted. Where's the... so this is 9/11 there. How do I find the observable documentary? Okay, so there it is. Yeah. See the attack on human consciousness. Like this guy right here took his shirt...
9/11 was an attack on human consciousness.
Yeah.
It was a form of trauma-based mind control.
Yeah, so for example, this guy's taking his shirt off and then throwing himself. Well, why is he doing that? And remember that earlier, this place wasn't hot either because you had that woman standing literally right there, and then a lot of these just felt hot, so they got it. Jonathan Noble reported that they're taking their fires off while they're hanging on the ledge. Like they don't do that. It might have been wet. One speculation is clothes might have been wet from the sprinklers, and they're again from whatever energy weapon is being used to dustify the towers and humans. Yeah. Okay. So Jonathan. Yeah. Who's who? He's proven CGI. Okay. So Stay Clint says he's proven CGI. All right. We're entering the Twilight Zone now. Let me show that on the live stream thingy. Okay. Let's see if I can see this. Oh, we have 41 concurrent viewers. Unreal. Okay, so here, Stay Clint says he's proven. Oh man, what an absolute clown. Okay, he's saying there's smoke right there. What about the Edna, whatever that woman's name is? Okay, let's see. Where's that survivor? What did I call it? Hole. Whoops. I should just leave the stuff open that I talked about. Hole. What was? Oh, so her name was. I put a woman. Okay, I'll put this here. Whoops. Saying woman is a racist. Okay, that's the other setup. Okay, this one right here. I will edit and write her name, Edna Cintron or something. Okay, so Stay Clint is yeah. So okay, I think last time if Stay Clint or Jonathan says any more nonsense, I'll just remove them, and I can give actually here. What's her name? Yeah, hey Odie. Okay, I'll give you. How do I give you admin access? Go to channel. Well, I can actually put people on timeout. 2.5 minutes. Okay. I just want to put. Where's the thingy? Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to do like many things at once while. You got clowns like Stay Clint who said he was going and he hasn't left yet. And the Jonathan guy is talking about fire and what Survivor, Edna, Impact, 9/11. See what her last name was. I forgot what it was. Edna Cintron. Yeah. Yeah. So there's smoke there as well. She's still chilling. So you can't just say, okay, so her name is Edna. Just stop. Yeah. And let's see. Okay, and then another thing I was gonna have possibility. Okay, so here, okay, I got another email. Another message from Norman. So yeah, so Norman, if you're listening, if you want to call in and we could discuss about the live stream tomorrow, and then try to tell people to come in, and then also tell your story as well about how you kept getting deleted by a 9/11 Truth. And there was another live stream yesterday that we got on as well. I just want to, before we play that, I just want to sort out my thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Okay, so there's Edna, there's smoke, there's fires, etc. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so Jazz Mindy says, yeah, I need a mod or two for live streams. Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, so hey, Odie, okay, I'll put her as live stream. She, Austin, and then, yeah, you feel free to do what you want. And if you want to ban someone, just let me know first so I can give a go. Okay, this guy says Fire Tornado. Okay, so Jonathan's still going. I'll put him on a user on a timeout. Should I put him on a timeout or no? That's a tough question. I'll just leave him for now. Okay, I was leaving for now. It's a bit of a. It doesn't stop. Okay. If you could say your nonsense with your fire trainer, but if you have any insults, for example, absolute waste of time, you're gonna get a timeout. So I'll put a timeout right now. Put user in timeout. So you could put whatever nonsense you want, but just know. I'll just delete it. I don't want to put it deleted. Yeah. So basically, if you're insulting, you'll get a timeout and then kicked out. But if you want to put your nonsense about fire trainer, yeah, do that, but just no insults, because that's a bit too much. I'm pro free speech here, bro, but not pro. Well, some speech. I'm anti bad words. Okay, so there's her. Again, she's chilling. There's no fire tornado. Absolute clown show. Okay, so let's play the video that Jonathan sent. And before where's that live stream talk? This was here. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the live stream. Gage. Okay, actually we were out in there. Actually, I'm gonna open up the thingy and then I'll ask Norman to call after the thing so you could hear his thoughts if he wants to call in. Where's the Gage? Gage, Richard Gage, A911. Okay, this is Tyler McDonald got kicked out. This is me telling everyone he's he wasn't trolling. They're calling him a troll. I said no, he's just emotional, but he's right. And we have two gatekeepers in movement from the start, and those two are hosting this chat. These two clowns. Okay, so we have those, and I want to see where I got that. Okay, so there's the interesting interaction. Where did I put it? Where? And then let's see. Okay, there it is. I'll just keep this tab open. I'll stop closing the tabs unless my computer blows up. Rebel with a cause. Yeah, this guy says I like the dissent, but not when they're annoying about it. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you could talk about fire tornadoes and try to get try to convince people about your nonsense, but just be nice. Okay, okay, what was the? Oh no, that was the live stream link. Oh no, that was the wrong thingy here. September. Live stream. No, that was the wrong place. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my train of thought. Norman. Here. Okay, 9/11. Yeah, there it is. Okay, the Liars Committee. Okay, so I have it open. I'll keep this opened. Oh, actually, it was open the whole time here. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's right here. So this will see you talk about it. Norman, let me know if you want to call in after you play your video. Let's play this. 9/11, a simple thermite question after 20 plus years.
And move on. His second question is rather long. With regards to your propelled demolition hypothesis, one needs to remember what is seen in RR welding. Thermite reactions are very audible with hissing, spitting, and have a long duration, like fireworks, sparklers. When looking at the video evidence with regards to the South and North Tower spires, it seems to nullify your hypothesis of where the thermite could have been placed, as you just breeze over the ghost spire, not even attempting to explain the visual of the solid steel spire wobbling and moving to and fro, and then drops down vertically. Now, you did mention there were 16 people that survived at the bottom of the North Spire, so where did that 70-story high spire go, and how did it not drop down on the people below in Stairwell B and crush them? They didn't suffer any burns from the thermite charges going off and then falling on them from above.
Wow. Okay, so that's quite the thesis. So I
suggest that that's a little bit too much for this.
Where did the towers go?
It's undeniable. The buildings went away.
Where is all the rubble? It seems so flattened.
If they had collapsed to the ground, you'd have a pile of debris that would correspond to 210-story buildings. That didn't happen.
Where did the towers go?
There ain't enough rubble. I mean, where are they?
There's no debris.
You just can't account for the missing material.
Engineers at the firm that built the building's best guess to account for the missing 1,200 feet of material from each tower is that large portions simply vaporized.
And look at those pictures just hours after the event, and there was nothing there.
You had a little bit of rubble, but you didn't have 110-story buildings piled up there.
That's the part that's crazy. It's just that's all that's left.
People who have been right down next to the base of what was the trade towers say there's virtually nothing left. Maybe a few flights of stairs, a few stories of one of the buildings.
110 stories at ground level. 110 stories at ground level.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so you saw that basically. These guys were the A911 truth guys. They couldn't answer the thermites question. They just tried to skip it. But anyways, going back here, so Jonathan's back. Says no fire tornado in the middle again. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore this fire tornado of the Spire. What forms a Spire again? Just like you said, there was no fire and no smoke, as you could see in that still. Okay, what is in the world this guy talking about? Okay, another question says, Restless Native says, how long did it take to plan this out? Did the first bombing give them the idea? No, yeah, I think this is planned decades or even longer than that, possibly centuries, in my estimation, because everything is following a script, whatever that script may be. Okay, so Jonathan just doesn't stop blocking me as you provide. No, I didn't block you. I just you're typing right now. Okay, let's go back to his. Let's see here. Is he there still? How does it? How do I refresh here? Yeah. Yeah. So Spire right here. Let's see. He where's the part where he asked? He said that I blocked you. No, he says you did nothing. You said nothing, but only Gatekeeper blocked me. No, I didn't block you. I said once you start insulting, you get a timeout, and then one more insult, you get deleted. You'll get banned if you insult. You can talk about your nonsense, but just no insults. Okay, it's talking about spiral form. What in the world is this guy talking about? The spire wasn't actually a spiral. It was just core columns, the remaining. What's this guy talking about? Okay, anyways, I'll just ignore him. Yeah, so I think this was all planned long in the making. You can see parts of that from my my Trump video. So again, the Trump video, because he's also another psyop where he's gonna, I think, win again, and because it's all fake. A cult. And then yeah, so even Trump was predicted or like planned long ago. And there's one, you can see my video here, a 2-hour one on a strange coincidence involving him. It's very interesting. Even from his birth has some mind-boggling coincidences. And there's another thing I just want to talk about, because a lot of people say, yeah, there's predictive programming in 9/11 from movies, etc., or circumstances. But again, those are you're just that's kind of looking hindsight. But here's one where it's pretty interesting. So the Rebel Without a Cause sent me an email actually. He predicted that there'll be a fake Trump assassination on the 23rd of September 2024, and then he rises for 3 days on the 26th in a ritual mimicking Jesus. So that'll be quite interesting. All right, so September 23rd, and then I came across this video, and I'm like, this was after that September 23rd. So there's a lot of September 23 predictive programming, and so the prediction is, well, what's going to happen? And one prediction that so he makes that the fake assassination will happen next year. So that's the thing. Yeah, a lot of people talk about predictive programming, but the thing is, can you put your money where your mouth is and then make a prediction? Or also, yeah. So Norman was initially I told him to call, but yeah, he has stage fright, so no calling. But anyways, go here, guys. It's all right, Norman. People will like your voice next time. Okay. Yeah, so go here and then go talk about them, and also the fire tornado guy can talk about tornadoes as well. All right. Okay. Lost my train of thought. Where was I? I was right at. Oh yeah. See the video. Let's go to the MES links. Okay. So this video's played. Oops.
In the TV show Big Bang Theory, an asteroid strike is expected September 23rd. In the movie Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
Refresh. Okay, refresh this again. Unmute. Whoops. Where is the thingy? Truth. How do I go back? All of this thingy. Okay. So now we're lost again. September 23rd. 23. Okay, let's play this again. Unmute. Unmute site.
Strike is expected September. In the TV show Big Bang Theory, an asteroid strike is expected September 23rd. In the movie Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, an asteroid strikes September 23rd. Julia Julia, a meteor strikes September 23rd. Knowing, solar flare strikes September 22nd, lasting until September 23rd. Little Shop of Horrors, humans are threatened by an event, September 23rd. Tomorrowland, disaster strikes September 23rd. 23, hell will arrive September 23rd. Sleepy Hollow, a dimension opens up September 23rd. Ghostbusters, evil is released on September 23rd. This is the end. 9/23 is the date the rapture happens. Pandemic, outbreak starts September 23rd. Either fake aliens, fake Carrington event, or a fake asteroid, September 2023.
Or fake assassination with Trump. So yeah, that's some wild stuff there. But anyways, let's go back here. And yeah, someone has a good comment here. Okay, so outside of Jonathan's fire hurricanes, let's go back to this comment. I'll put it out here because it's pretty interesting. I'll put this here. And okay. Yeah, so Christopher says, thank you, MES. Your unrelenting work is much appreciated. We find the hard spot on your head and the soft spot on the wall and keep banging, and you are reminding us to smile. Thank you, Matt. For sure, for sure. Yeah, that I do. It helps. Yeah, it helps with these comments. And Jonathan's pretty. Oh, well, high rise on fire with a fire tornado and turn to dust. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Rebel, you are such a YT gematria know nothing. Okay. Hey, just keep the insults down, or else I'll ban it. But it's all good. Watch Reddit video. Fire breaks out an elevator shaft of a high rise. Okay, he will not stop. It's all right. Okay, here's another video. Norman sent 9/11 and levitation effects and strange anomalies again. Yeah. So these are the stuff that happened, not the fire tornado stuff that of Jonathan's imagination.
So the tower came down. I was across the street, and I picked up the camera, just out of habit. And something in the back of my mind said, run, run, run. And never in 20 years of shooting in New York have I run from an assignment. But something in the back of my head just said, run. And as I hit the corner of Liberty Street, it was almost being picked up by a tornado, almost being picked up by...
All right, so yeah, he just said felt like almost being picked up by a tornado. Not a fire tornado, but a just levitation effect. Anyways.
It was like being picked up by the black cloud. That black cloud had substance. It was like night, but it had a solid feel to it. It was like gravel, hot gravel, and just picked me up and tossed me about a block. At one second I was running, and the next second I was airborne. And I lost my glasses, I lost my cell phone, I lost my pager, but managed to hold on to both cameras. But it threw you for a block? I was back down at Ground Zero last week and walked the area where I have a pretty good recollection of where I was and where I wound up, and it was just under a city block.
Okay, still on a city block. And it wasn't hot.
It was this blast of warm air. It wasn't hot. It was warm. And it picked me up and threw me up against the wall of the building that was...
You were picked up off the ground.
Physically picked up off the ground.
Remember
yeah, so physically picked up, now with the fire. Okay. Jonathan says, I told you to talk about fire. Okay, he says he wants to watch a video. I'll just play this video and see what he's talking about. It's but anyways, I don't know if he's trolling. I think he's trolling by now. Let's see. Fire breaks out an elevator shaft of a high rise. Okay, and he says, watch the Reddit video, this one. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so there's a fire tornado. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so let's go here. And he was literally adamant by this. He says, watch the Reddit video. Fire breaks out. Okay, I just saw it. And it was the biggest waste of my time. Okay, Canadian Dan says, Jonathan's in the midst of a mental breakdown. Okay, yeah, possibly. But again, you guys try to be nice to Jonathan. He's having some mental issues. Oh, okay. So you saw that, right? That was a fire hurricane, according to this. And somehow that's related to 9/11. And these are tiny, we're talking tiny buildings relative to the 9/11 ones, which are absolutely massive. Okay, what was this building called? Okay, I'm gonna put a timer now. And I'm gonna call it quits. And well, how long do you guys think I should keep going for? 'Cause I might just do it, let's say another 15 minutes. Okay, so okay, yeah. I'm gonna put go to my timer website. Go search timer MES. I'm gonna put 15 minutes, and then I'm calling it quits, guys, because I can't stand. I'm like standing right now. 15 minutes. 1-5. Start. I'll turn the sound off, and I'll put this in the show in browser tab. Actually, where can I put it? Okay, it's gonna be, well, it's not gonna show, but anyways, I'll put it here, so you'll have a timer, 15 minutes. Okay, massive burning metal over there, and okay, yeah, massive burning metal over 2,000 degrees. Okay, Jonathan's not stopping. I don't know if he's like a kid just found his way on here through the math videos or something. He's like, all right, I'm just talking about fire hurricanes. He just learned about it. I'm just gonna close these. Okay, so you saw his little fire hurricane, and then you saw this one here. Remember, 1 second is 45 seconds. That Reddit video he sent was, let's say, fire Reddit. This was, just to give some illustration, this was a much smaller building, and this is for 13 seconds. You have just something happening. Okay, so you have a fire hurricane. All right, did the building turn to dust? No. And we'll compare that with, number 1 second here. 1 second is 45 seconds. So 1 second is 4 times that fire hurricane video he showed. And I'll make it normal speed and go. So 1 second is 4 times longer than that fire hurricane. And does this look like this? Does this look like this? Does that look like it's in the center there? Does this? Let's go back and put it next to it. Does it look like that? I'll keep playing them. Yeah, does that look like this? No, it doesn't. Yeah, okay. So Tucker's try says, yeah, I'm hungry. Okay. So yes, we're all hungry, especially this fire hurricanes make me hungry for barbecue or something. Does this fire tornado melt metal? Okay, I think he's trolling now. I'll just keep him there for funsies. All right. And let's see. There was something else. I'm just going to start closing tabs so I can have some. Oh, this is the the username. I think did I sign in with Google? I forgot the thing. Okay, I'm just going to sign in. This was the I made the model of the WTC. Right, how many people do we have live right now? We have 39 people. Unreal. Last time we got to 23. I think after that was the peak. I guess we have double that. Okay, so here's the comparison model I made, and I just somehow got all these. Okay. It's sitting. Okay, I think yeah, Jonathan's gonna get a timeout. It's a bit too much nonsense. Okay, so Jonathan timeout, and yeah, just put him on a timeout until he stops spamming my chat. All right. So yeah, this is the WTC. I have them. Here's how all the WTC. Oh, okay. Norman said you went up to 45 at a stage. Okay, that's 45 users. How do I rotate this? Okay, so there's the supposed aircraft, and there's the building 7, etc. And there's the model there. Yeah, I should put a link for this. Yeah, so there's the Eiffel Tower, it's right here, and the Spire is somewhere around that height. Alright, and there's, have these buildings, these were the largest controlled demolition ones, like this one here. WTC-7 was larger than it, and it just turned to dust. Yeah, WTC-7 is a good one. A lot of people, yeah, it was, I think it was done in such a way slowly as opposed to this one. These ones were dustified rapidly. This one slowly, so that they can give the illusion of controlled demolition. And I'll show you the video of it turning to dust instead. Okay, so there's a, this is a warship, US something like that. Anyways, and this is the largest cruiser, and then where's the, there's a Titanic right there. So there's Titanic size right there. And these are, I think, all to scale. And there's the WTC. And so 10 of these was the weight of one of these. Which is unreal. Okay, cleanup showing lack of rubble. Oh yeah, there's another video actually. Okay, so Norma sent me some stuff. But there's one where firefighter, you know, a lot of people say, oh, firefighters heard noise, I mean, they heard a sound of an explosion, etc. But they never talk about firefighters literally saying the towers turned to dust. Let's see. You can also view... Where's that dust? Let's try to find this. Firefighter. Actually, see the Norman, where's it? I'll tell him. Yeah, Norman, can you send me the link to the, because you're, if you're listening here, send me the link to the firefighter saying that everything turned to dust, there was nothing found. That might have been this one here as well. You sent, I'll just play it here. Okay, let's see this here.
Everybody's working together, you know, the whole city, trying to get people out.
How do you dig this up?
Piece by piece.
Hand by hand. That's why you just make the chains and get the debris out. That's all you can do.
110 stories at ground level. 110 stories at ground level.
If you get a shot, you'll see the antenna that was on top of the tower.
Yeah.
It's at ground level.
See that? 110 stories on ground level. So it's not just me looking at photos saying it's ground level. It's firefighters right there saying it's on ground level. And it's not shipped to China or whatever. And also, before I played, some comments here from OG, veteran MES subscriber. I'm delayed to the live stream. Video is awesome. The great red spot. Thanks. And then Restless Native says, I visited the towers in '99, and I put my hand in the corner of Tower 1 and looked around and said, if this building came down, there would be nowhere to run, an enormous building. Unreal. Alright, sweet. Alright.
And yet there are no people to be seen.
Yeah, and there's no people seen in that debris. They barely saw anyone there.
For a moment of perspective, look at the Trade Center towers before the attack. Tower number 1 held a 300-foot mast used for television transmitters. Firefighters believe this is the tip of that mast today, standing upright but at ground level. Wow. By late afternoon, a fireman carried an American flag to the mast and raised it. Fellow firefighters wept as the stars and stripes flew in the smoke-filled sky and remained above them as they worked into twilight's last gleaming.
Look at this hole in WTC-6.
Where did the towers go?
It's undeniable that the buildings went away.
Where is all the rubble? Yeah. It seems so flattened.
Just literally ground level.
If they collapsed to the ground, you'd have a pile of debris that would correspond to 210-story buildings.
Yeah, I think we played this earlier, and yeah, I gotta find that dust one. Dust. Norman did send it. I'm gonna look for it quick. Oh, also, yeah. So basically, what happened was in the movies, the Apocalypse movie, they had the X-Men guy turning everything into dust. That's pretty much what happened. And there's some scenes on it. I'll play that also before I head it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna find it. None of them towers. Where's the dust part? I gotta find this one. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, in the meantime, I'm gonna go to another video clip, which was the evaporated one. I'm gonna go to 9/11 Truth right here. This is the full documentary, and I'm gonna do a search here. Show transcript. Okay, so put this like this. and I'm gonna search for evaporated. Okay, this is right on. This is the day after, and they're like all wondering where the towers go. Again, it's not shipped to China. Let's play it somewhere from here.
The World Trade Centers of the
Surprisingly, so little.
Whoops, I'm just gonna go back. Okay. There was just before him talking. Okay. Okay, I think she's talking here.
Of 9/11. You have some steel outer columns stabbed in the ground over there, but this is just the aluminum cladding, the decorative outside of the steel columns. The very next day, this was on the news.
Stephanopoulos is down in Lower Manhattan today. George, I don't know if you heard a little earlier me raise this question, which was actually raised by ABC's Jackie Judd as we look at these areas down below and the video of where the towers used to stand and where is all the rubble gone. And have you been able to, is there any way you can answer that question?
I'm sorry, Peter, I didn't get the question.
Okay, I apologize. Jackie Judd and several other people keep asking us, when you look at where the towers used to stand, there is surprisingly so little rubble. Where did all the rubble go?
It's a very good question, Peter, and I have asked some people who've been doing some of the rescue and recovery work this morning. If you look behind me, you can see the very remains, the skeletal remains of the World Trade Center. And one volunteer, Robert Gerlinski, explained to me the reason there's so little rubble is that all of it simply fell down into the ground and was pulverized, evaporated.
Evaporated?
Yeah, so you're saying evaporated, okay? Yeah. So these are, everyone was in shock, and then I found the video here. I'm gonna play it at the 4:08 mark of this video. You have firefighters saying it turns to dust. Let's see. Whoops. Where is it? Is it 4:8:33? Okay, 33, not 03. And yeah, so we're almost done with our timer. So 3 minutes, 4 minutes left in place here.
110-story office buildings. You don't find a desk. You don't find a chair. You don't find a telephone, a computer. The biggest piece of a telephone I found was half of the keypad, and it was about this big. The building collapsed to dust.
Okay, did you guys hear that? I'm gonna play it again because it's absolutely ridiculous. He's saying that's the biggest stuff we found. Okay, of the towers, of the computers, the size of a keypad. It's just a tiny bit of a keypad. Play it again.
210-story office buildings. You don't find a desk. You don't find a chair. You don't find a telephone, a computer. The biggest piece of a telephone I found was half of the keypad, and it was about this big. The building collapsed to dust.
All right. So yeah, so a lot of times the A911 Truth, they bring up quotes from firefighters saying they heard explosions because, well, anything could, a lot of things can have sound of explosions, but and to allude to, to basically argue that it's explosives, although the people hearing that it would have been death if it was real explosives. But then they don't have these quotes. Like this one, you have to go buried inside this 11-hour documentary where I forgot that this was even in there. And so literally saying that the towers turned to dust, leaving absolutely nothing there. All right. Oh yeah, they found a terrorist passport though. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I'll show you some other stuff here. One of my tweets earlier from Not Easy Solutions. Mastermind. All right. So you saw the towers turning dust. Now here's the mainstream. Let's look at the mainstream narrative where you got a lot of people commenting on my thing, trashing me, but for the mainstream stuff. But anyways, so here is the mainstream. So this is the mastermind, and who's messaging? Like, where are these coming from? Oh, it's Norman. Okay. The towers dissolved. Okay, there's some more stuff there. Towers dissolved. I'll play those as well in 2 minutes. Okay, and yeah, I'll play the dissolved one in a bit. We have, how much time? We have 1 minute there. Well, it's on. I have a silent buzzer. But anyways, here, this is the mainstream narrative. This is a mastermind of 9/11, and I wrote, why is it playing? Why is it making noise? Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, where are these coming from? Oh, that's my other group message. Okay, so that's why I have this mute site. All right. So this is Mastermind 9/11. How utterly stupid do the elites think we are? And let's look at it. So the journalist. So this is the guy that turned all the towers into dust. The journalist Yazri Fawd of the Arabic television channel Al Jazeera reported that in April 2002, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed admitted his involvement along with Ramzi bin al-Shibib. The 9/11 Commission report determined that the animosity towards the United States felt by Mohammed, the principal architect of the 9/11 attacks, stemmed from his violent disagreement with U.S. foreign policy favoring Israel. Mohammed was also an advisor and financier of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing and the uncle of Ramzi Youssef, the lead bomber in that attack. Alright, so it's like a novel. Everything is connected. Mohammed was arrested on March 1st, 2023 in Rawalpindi, Pakistan by Pakistani security officials working with the CIA, then transported to Guantanamo Bay and interrogated. So this guy says, oh yeah, he did it. He was a mastermind. So he was interrogated in Guantanamo Bay, what's that called? The torture facility, using methods including waterboarding. All right, so waterboarding, I think they would put like a bucket of water over his head, or I think it's like a cloth wet and then gives you a feeling of drowning. So it's just pretty much torture. So during U.S. hearings at Guantanamo Bay in March 2007, Mohammed again confessed his responsibility for the attack, stating he was responsible for 9/11 operations from A to Z, and that a statement was not made under duress. Alright, so he was shipped over to Guantanamo 2 years after, and then he was interrogated, tortured with waterboarding, and then 2007, 6 years later, he says, yeah, it was me, I did everything. From A to Z, I turned the towers to dust. And he did not make it under duress. So this is the guy. So, okay, she needs us to take the torch. Yeah, that is for sure. You gotta go. She's done her work. She's getting old as well, Dr. Judy Wood. But yeah, so this is the guy that did 9/11, guys. And then if you look, Sheikh Mohammed Mastermind, all the mainstream news talk about him, and that's the nonsense. But and then you also have Osama bin Laden was also before 9/11 he was called the anti-Soviet warrior, and they were also praising him as a warrior for peace, etc. Anyways, that is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna play one last video Norman sent, and I'm gonna call it quits. This is the survivor describing the towers as dissolving. All right, so that's the thing. The A9/11 truth liars, the architects for 9/11 lying, etc. Yeah, they always put the firefighters hearing explosions. But again, if these giant towers exploded, all of Manhattan would have heard. This guy over here would have heard. I probably would have heard from Canada. There would be no debate. You wouldn't need to wonder what this guy says. Similar to this one here, the tower turned to dust. You don't need someone to tell you, but this guy tells you straight up they dissolved.
And Stanley turned more than 90 degrees back. And here's the grid again, and we're down here somewhere, southeast of the Trade Center. So when you look back, all you could see was the tower we came out of, blocking the view of the North Tower. And Stanley grabbed onto the railing at Trinity Church, and he says, I think that tower could come down. I said, there's no way. That's a steel structure. That's just carpets and furniture and drapery burning. And I didn't really finish that sentence. It was like we were invited to watch. Way up at the top, it kind of rocked a bit, and then boom, 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 it came down floor by floor, just accelerating, and the weight got greater and greater on the lower floors, and it all dissolved in front of us. 8 to 10 seconds, this loud whoosh, and some explosions as gas lines compressed. And we only saw the top 3/4 of it dissolve because Trinity Church actually blocked the bottom quarter of it from our view. But Trinity Church acted like a seawall, if you like. As that white wave came at us, it hit Trinity Church and exploded upward with the energy. And there's Stanley and I in this huge air bubble on Rector Street. And when we realized that wave was going to drop down on us, we ran up to Broadway a few yards, hard right, ran about a block as the wave sort of crashed down behind us and rolled down Broadway. And at random, we dove into 42 Broadway. Under stress, your brain does really funny things, because as I went through those doors at 42 Broadway, I was still carrying the breakfast platter. I can't explain that. You know, I didn't want to litter, you know, in the... And as we broke, and everybody's on the ferry, da, 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 da. Where were you? What did you do? And the cacophony on that, the noise, it was a din on the ferry. And we broke into the fresh air, and then everybody could look to the east and see the hole in the sky. We all realized for the first time the enormity of what wasn't there. It was surreal. I had worked there for 27 years, and those towers, those immense towers, were always there, and now they were gone. It was something unimaginable. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, alright, so it dissolved, and this live stream is going to dissolve as well. Let's see some here, okay. Getting some notifications there. I'm going to start closing everything down, and the SketchUp here, I'm going to see if I can give a link to this. How do I share? Others can view, create a link, others can view, and I'll put this in the chat, and if you guys want to view this, how do I hate how they have these stuff there. I'm going to put this in. Alright, I'll put it here actually. I'll put it here so you can see, and live stream 38 viewers, okay, and I'm going to close this, actually, see if this works. I'm going to erase that tracking. So after the question mark usually is tracking, see if it works, and hopefully it works, and then I'll close everything. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Is it going to play? Okay, so that's be the full link. I don't know what's going on here. It might be blue. Well, I'm going to put both links just in case. Alright guys, I'm going to put both links. You can see that if it works or not. Create a link to others to view the file. Alright, that is all. And let's just start closing stuff in. So I'm going to dissolve here. Alright, yeah, so make sure to show up here. I'll try to show up if I can get registered. I might have to get a fake email or something. But yeah, show up there and start talking up a storm. I try to be like Jonathan, but like nicer and with real truth, as opposed to fire hurricanes. And there's another video. I gotta finish watching this. This is. It looks pretty epic from what I've seen so far. Alright, and there's Gage. Yeah, so Gage is he doesn't look too happy. Alright, that is all, guys. Let's close, and we are live end stream. Alright, guys, have a good day, night, or morning, etc. Cheers. Okay. Heidi, hey, Odie says I emailed you a video. Okay, I will check that out. Thanks for covering this. Well, I just want to check. If the video's short, I'll play it. Otherwise, I won't. I'll pop it out just to see if it's worth playing. Steel turning to dust. Okay, we're gonna play this, and yeah, so the live stream is back. Okay. Simon says, "Good to see you."
Billowing out of the building, and how the other building is occluded.
Okay. Last video. Just says I just got an email from Hey Odie. Okay, Fire Hurricane Timmy Sullivan. Okay, that's gonna be like the new. That's the word of the day. Good to see you live, man, from Ireland, and yeah, good to see you too, Simon. Good to hear from you. And I'm gonna play this video by Hey Odie. Go to 252 and watch a thin core columns turn to dust. Get 252. And we are playing it from here. Ready? And go. Yeah, notice that it's sticking straight up. There's no dust on it. All the dust has moved away. Think about it. All the dust has moved away. And it's crystal clear behind it. Yeah, absolutely epic stuff. Yeah, so, and it's gone. I just want to make a note as well here, because this is an enhanced video, so they used AI. So it's the original's over here. So sometimes the AI one makes it, try to make it look like they might have touched it up a bit. But anyways, I just want to see the
billowing out of the building and how the other building is
252.
And every.
Let's see how it looks like without. Here it is without the AI. Yeah. So it just turns to dust as it's falling. Because the thing is, you don't see this on the ground anywhere. Like that's where is it falling? And it's 900 feet tall. In other words, there's no hole in the ground falling down into. It's literally just dissolving as it's falling. All right, that is all for today. Thanks for that video. Yes. All right. Let's play this here, and we're ending live stream in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys. And all right.